Ho 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 ho! You've made it to the end of Psychotronic Coast to Coast Christmas special. With all the Silent Night, Deadly Night films, which probably won't even get released until next year. Ha ha ha! Ho ho ho! Ha ha ha! Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! And Santa's little helper Owen Neal has joined him to watch this terrible movie, Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker. Starring Mickey Rooney. Funny story. Mickey Rooney had a letter writing campaign about how the first movie, which used Santa Claus as the killer's image, sullied and insulted the name of Christmas, and he thought that the producers were evil and bad people. And then, 5 years later, he worked on the sequel, Silent Night, Deadly Night, the fifth one, of course.
Well, more than 5 years later, but the fifth one.
Yeah, you're right. It was 6. 1991.
Was like
1986.
80s.
1986, I think.
Yeah. I'll fact check that.
Fact check it. Get on them facts and check it.
But you can continue.
Yeah, so Mickey Rooney is in this, and he claims that he was tricked. And watching the movie, I can easily see that he could have easily been tricked. But he probably wasn't. Just saving face. He wanted to make money. Maybe it wasn't called Silent Night, Deadly Night 5 before. Maybe it was just called The Toy Maker, to be fair.
It'd still be Sully in Christmas.
Yes, because he's the killer wearing a fucking Santa outfit. So yeah, that's all I got for the introduction. Oh, and live home videos, home offices are actually the external shots for Sarah's workplace. They're the ones who released this movie on VHS, in case you're curious.
First one came out in 84, bro.
Oh, God, sorry. 8 years instead of 6 years. I'm off by 2. My bad. Okay. Are you ready to go through this?
Yes.
All right, let's do this. Take it away, Owen. My helper elf. The only time I ever got Christmas was on the last part. That was the best part. Anyway, continue.
So it opens up, and the kid's staring out the window creepily. I have to assume he saw the gift being delivered, because I don't know why else he'd go downstairs and open the door. But before that, he watches his parents have sex. Just he seems like it's happened before, because he's just like, ugh, whatever. And he goes downstairs, opens the door, brings in the gift, opens it, and he's attacked, or almost attacked.
Almost attacked? He's attacked.
The dad comes down.
Oh, right.
Takes the toy, sends him upstairs, and then he opens it because the box was moving. And this fat Santa, at first it seems nice. It's like spinning around. There's a little Santa head.
It was kind of like a Pokeball, honestly.
And then the mouth opens up.
He's got fucking teeth.
Yeah.
It's great.
The arms wrap around. His arms and legs of it wrap around his head. I guess it's supposed to be smothering him, even though his nose is clearly not covered. But it just seems more like the dad is freaking out just because his toy wrapped around his head. And he ends up hitting his head on a mantle. Although it looks like the toy is supposed to do it, but it wouldn't make any sense how the toy yanked his head down. He knocks over the fire poker, it sticks up, and he falls on it. As the kid watching, horrified. And then the mom comes down and screams, and I guess you cut to the next year. It's Christmas again. It's definitely not the same year.
It's like 6 years later, I think. No, it's not. It should be. It's implied several years later, but it's basically the next year.
Yeah. It has to be the next year, because that one guy was like, sorry about your husband. I don't know why you'd mention that 6 years later.
That's a good point, yeah.
And the kid that it didn't age a bit.
So, the other title for the film was Playing with Terror. Oh, and Diabolical Toys. Yeah, those are the other two toys. And Toy Maker, of course. This is only known as Toy Maker in the US. In the UK, I mean. So there you go.
They just randomly slapped Silent Night, Deadly Night on it.
Yep. It was basically an unrelated script that they just slapped Silent Night, Deadly Night on. Welcome to
So
Hollywood.
how many ever years later it's supposed to be? Kid doesn't talk anymore. Although randomly we kept seeing shots of that fucking toy that killed the dad just chilling in his bedroom on the shelf. Like, okay, no one, kid didn't get rid of that or anything, but
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't get rid of it, but it sits there until the end of the movie.
her friend comes over with her kid, who's a little shithead. But of course, I pointed out, which you didn't believe me for some reason, even though we just watched it like a week ago. But it's totally the woman from Silent Night, Deadly Night 4.
The Initiation. Well, the movie was forgettable, to be fair.
She wasn't.
Okay, but still, I forgot about her.
Yeah, she's just randomly in this movie.
Yep, as friend Kim. Also, Clint Howard's randomly in this movie as the other Santa. Early on.
Yeah, like, he was in it for like 5 minutes tops.
Yeah, both of them were in it for small parts, and that was it. Like, that was... It's like, hey, this is the only connection to the last movie. Right here. These two people.
Not really, because they're different people.
Yeah, of course. Or are they?
Well, apparently she didn't care about her initiation and wouldn't have a kid if that's the case.
Oh, Lord. No, Sarah had a
Clint
kid.
Howard- No, she had a kid too. She had the shitty kid with the backwards hat.
Oh, God, that's right. The shitty kid with the backwards hat. He was in the movie for so little that I forgot about him. Jesus Christ.
The death we're gonna talk about later. If he even died, it was so fucking slow. But...
This movie was fucking slow. You kidding me? The first hour was just like, ah, and something else happened. Anything.
And it'll probably be all out of order because I'm gonna forget how the order went.
Hey, I forgot characters' deaths already, so let's do this.
I'm pretty sure she takes the kid to the store to get a toy. Joe Pedo.
Haha, you get it? Geppetto. Haha. And his son's name is Pino. You get it? Pinocchio. Pino. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, get it? Get it? Geppetto. But guess what? His name's Petto. No one thought that shit through. Oh, that's so witty. Like, no, you just named him Pedo, as in short for pedophile, you moron. Like, Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Yeah.
Someone fucked up.
Pino jumps out, scares him. He gets yelled at. They're gonna buy a toy. Kid seemingly doesn't want anything for obvious reasons. But his kid comes out with a toy. We don't see it at first, where he keeps trying to hand it to him and pisses off the dad.
Yep.
So they leave, and he starts really yelling at his son, pretty much calling him a piece of garbage. And he doesn't realize there's someone else in the store shopping.
Garbage day. Sorry. I wish there was something as cool as that in this movie.
And, yeah, he ends up buying whatever it was that they showed him, which we don't see till a little bit later. But he buys that and some other toys, and now he's back in his motel, and he's just he's ripping into a Ecto-1 toy.
Yeah, it's totally an Ecto-1 with the back door ripped off, so you can't see the inside door ripped off, so you can't see the Ghostbusters logo. But yeah, it's totally
sure
Ecto-1.
All the logos are removed.
Yeah, but dude, it's totally an Ecto-1. Like, not even joking. It's really Ecto-1.
And like he seemed like they're kind of trying to set it up that him or the toy owner or the toy owner's son is the
they're just
one
throwing us off, or trying to throw us off left and right.
But it comes into play later, out of nowhere. I guess I'm gonna mention it now. Just wait. Like why he's going through these toys.
No, we'll get to there.
Okay. So his guy shows up saying his check bounced or whatever. And he's like, I'll pay cash. I'll get tomorrow. And he's like, no, I'll get out of here. And he's like, I'll give you a really good...
Oh my God. That character, Kim, was the same character. Was the same character from Silent Night, Deadly Night 4. and her son, played by the same character, same actor.
Oh yeah, it was that.
I'm looking right here on IMDb, and her character is listed in 2 different movies: Silent Night 4 and Silent Night 5. So
So
technically,
it's
it is in the same
her
universe,
after that one, and that's the
or
kid
before.
they wanted to sacrifice.
It may have been
No, because
before.
no, she didn't have a kid. That was
Oh,
her
yeah,
boyfriend's
right.
brother.
Oh, yeah, right,
And they all
right.
died.
Holy crap.
So she adopted the kid, and he became a fucking asshole.
Apparently, he became an asshole. Oh my god, it really is in the same fucking universe. Jesus Christ. I just got curious.
But how it had to be someone different because he died.
I guess so, yeah.
Unless they name him as fucking Ricky again.
Wait, does that mean Clint Howard's the same character then? Hold on.
It can't be. He died in that.
He's Ricky! He's listed as Ricky! And it's the same Ricky as 3 and 2. 3 and 1, I mean.
He was
3 and
fucking
2?
shanked to death in 4.
I know! Ah!
Well, I guess technically Ricky's died in all the movies and came back, so.
Oh my god, this makes no damn sense. It makes no damn sense.
So I have to imagine while all this is going on, he's dressing as Santa and killing people.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Somewhere off screen.
Yep. What the ball? What the batshit crazy shit was that? Like, seriously.
I didn't remember her name. I remember that she was in both movies, but I didn't remember her name. I didn't even recognize the kids, so.
God.
That's hilarious.
It's ridiculous.
So,
It's ridiculous.
That girl has seen some shit.
Yeah. Some literal crazy shit.
Why would that kid even want to be with her? It's like, weren't you gonna fucking sacrifice me to a bunch of people?
I don't know. This movie became way more confusing now. And how it fits in the goddamn timeline. Is it happening at the same time as the other movie? Like,
No, because she didn't get that kid till the end of that movie. Like I said, that's her.
Yeah, it
that was
has
her
to be.
boyfriend's brother, and then remember Ricky kills.
why the fuck?
parents.
Why are they the same character? Why? It just fucks everything up.
She would have been better if just hidden in the background whenever she appeared was just Ricky. Just Clint Howard in the background somewhere, just constantly
laughing
following
maniacally. You're like, what the fuck?
her. Good lord. Now I've completely lost where I was.
They brought the kid over. He was an asshole. That's what brought this whole thing on. We're talking about the kid visiting.
Then there was the toy store. He's okay. He gave a toy. So
Oh, he was the ecto one in the.
Yeah, he's looking through the toys. Kind of obviously I mean, I picked it up pretty obvious that he wasn't the guy.
Yeah, it's pretty. They're
'Cause
trying to
he's-
throw our scent off. It was too easy.
Yeah, like oh, he's sabotaging the toys, but he's clearly looking into the toys. But he ends up giving the weird toy that we didn't see that scared the kid, which was this fucking weird millipede thing. He gives it to the black dude that runs the place, and on the way home, it starts moving. It's obviously one of the sabotage toys.
And then he can't get it turned off. Oh.
Yep, and it climbs into his mouth. And now that joke I made about it being initiation, it's kind of
Makes
a lot more sense.
Yeah. There's the third
'Cause it
reference.
It did kind of look like those things from that one that she was puking out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it goes in his mouth, pops out of his eyeball, and then he crashes, and the car slowly flips over and fucking explodes.
Because in the 80s, every car accident ends in an explosion.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna get a little foggy here. Is this where she takes the kid to see Santa? And
Yes.
Santa's being a creep, and it's the guy that was
Yes.
looking at the toys.
Yes, I believe so.
Because that's where we see Clint Howard. I guess as Ricky.
Yeah, I guess Ricky's here. Hey, Ricky, how are
That's
you
the
still
only time
alive?
we saw him.
How do you have a job? Why are you on the street? Shouldn't you be in jail or an insane asylum or both?
Yeah. Shouldn't the Santa suit be triggering you to murder
Right?
people?
Shouldn't you be going on a murder rampage from all the Santas? Like, what the fuck?
Even though there's no point of him being there because the guy is the Santa.
Oh, because he's the other Santa for the different shift. But then he's like, hey, let me take part of your shift because he wanted to go talk to that chick because he sees her while he's not. While Santa's on break and they're gonna switch spots and Ricky's supposed to do his shift, he says, hey Ricky, let me take part of your shift because the lady is there and he's got the hots for her. At least we assume. Or he wants to kill her, one of the two. We're not sure yet.
He's looking real creepy. Because there's a girl sitting on her lap. She doesn't believe in Santa, but just in case, she's going to read off her list. And the whole time, he's just dead-eye staring at the kid and her.
Yeah, he looks really drugged out. He's like,
And then they take a picture, and he's still just staring off to the side. But they finally get up there. He gets on Santa's lap. Of course, he doesn't speak. I don't know why the fucking mom brought him. He hasn't spoken in over a year. Tell Santa what you want. She should also realize that she probably shouldn't do Christmas, period, since he watched someone die on Christmas.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which made him not speak in the beginning.
Right,
but
like, why would... Yeah, like, I think that would make it worse, right? He watched a Santa robot kill... grab onto his dad's face, and his dad fell and died, and, like, so Christmas is kind of traumatic for this poor kid. Why is he here at the mall talking to Santa?
You will love Santa, you little bastard. Love Christmas.
It makes no sense, you know?
Yeah. I don't know what her plan is, but it's clearly the kid's freaked out because the guy's creepy as shit. She tries to pull him off, and he's like, no, and like grabs him. She's like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Oh, God.
I also want to point out the elf was very hot with some nice boobies. We didn't see them, but that shirt was pretty tight.
So that was entirely unnecessary, but all right.
No, fully necessary. I have to point out there's a lot of attractive women in it, and not a single breast is shown.
That is a true statement, in fact. Even though it's got intense sexuality, quote unquote, according to the rating, there's not much nudity. I think you get a butt, and it was a dude's butt. Now, that said, the sex scenes are still kind of graphic, but they're not graphic in the sense of you see things. They're graphic in the sense of lots of realistic-looking motions and sounds. That's what I mean by the graphic. So, and there's 3 of them. And they're all mostly unremarkable, except the fact that they're longer than they should be.
So during all this, the Pino gets a key and goes inside of the house, the woman's house, and just walking around, playing with the kids' toys and staring at her underwear and shit.
Pino's being a real creeper right here, and giving us he's the killer vibe, which, the movie's trying to do.
And they show up. Kim shows up and goes, oh, I thought you guys were home because someone was in your house. At this point, the kid's inside.
By himself.
So she freaks out, runs inside. They kind of set up like the kid's dead. You just see his feet, but he likes to listen to music really loudly on his little
tape player thingy, yeah. Whatever it is. Cassette player.
So she's revealed, except for Pino jumps out the closet and runs away.
Being a super creeper, making everyone think he's the killer in the movie, because he's the one being super creepy now. Even though we just had a scene with the guy at the toys, he's also being creepy. So now we're like, who's the actual killer? I don't know.
So instead of the logical step of calling cops, she just goes to the store. And then he explains that they used to live there. And he wants to still live there or some shit. There's also some point the guy that was a Santa and with the toys or whatever broke into the store and almost went into the basement. And something grabbed him and he kicked it and it was Pino. I think that was earlier.
That was earlier, yeah.
So apparently she's okay with this. Like, I'll have a talk with him and that's enough. Like, all right, he's not gonna break into my house anymore.
Oh my goodness. Like, no, you just call the cops. Yeah, and then he mentioned casually that they live at the store now, which I was mentioned, and it was actually probably illegal where they are. So, great. So you broke into my house, so you don't want me to call the cops because, what, you're illegally squatting in your own store? Oh, yeah. I get free toys now, right? Cool. When I come in, I want free toys. That's what happened. You just blackmailed, you motherfucker. You fucked up.
So he then proceeds to beat the shit out of Pino. Breaks the
Rightfully
booze
so.
bottle over his head. And then he falls down the stairs and Pino is dead. He's killed his son. Oh no.
Fuck.
Now, here's something else that I didn't really think about till now. So now she goes out somewhere, I guess to work,
Yeah. Back at the live
and
home entertainment
has a
or home video
babysitter left
building.
there. Like the same day that someone fucking was in her house.
Right?
She's
Actually,
like, I'm out.
I think it's implied it's the next day. I think
Still.
it's still creepy. Yeah, I know. I'm saying. I think it's implied time like that passed, but yeah.
So while she's gone, the creeper guy that was a Santa shows up, tries to give him a gift. Like, let me in, here's a gift. And the babysitter comes and slams the door in his face, yet gives the address of where the mom works.
It's a public business. That's why. Because if she really is a friend of the family, then they can go work it out there, right? So.
Sure. So now the kid is annoyed because the babysitter's gonna bang her boyfriend. He's just like, ah, oh, fuck.
Again, son of a bitch.
And she's going in the parking garage to get in her car to leave. She feels someone creeping, drops her single car key under her car where there happens to be a grate.
Ugh, it's a standalone car key that no one ever does.
Yeah. He shows up. She screams and runs. I make a bad joke about how they're going to make out. And then they start making out.
Yeah. And then they have sex.
Yeah.
In the back of his car.
They were a thing.
Apparently, it is revealed at this point, after we watch both the babysitter and her boyfriend have sex, and the mother and the creepy guy have sex, that the creepy guy is actually the father, and that he was kicked out right as she was pregnant with the baby.
Yep. But I'm pretty sure she did marry the guy that got killed.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure they were like, sorry about your husband.
Yes, I believe that guy. They were married. Yes, but he died.
So I guess he was only being a creep because he kept staring at the kid, and he's like, that kid fucking looks like me.
Yeah, apparently it's explained that he's looking like a creeper because he's like, is that my kid? Holy fuck! Which, now I think about it, I'd probably be like staring too, like, what the fuck? There's a little me? What the hell?
It's never really, like, she says, like, he wasn't committed, but it didn't really, like, go really into what happened.
It kind of actually, his comment kind of implied that she was fucking that guy and he left because of it. That's what the implication was.
I got the implication that he wasn't ready to settle down, and she was, so she got rid of him.
That could also be, yeah.
Or maybe that also meant that he was fucking around on her.
Maybe they were both fucking around and like, maybe we should just end this.
Admit.
Yeah, they both weren't ready, so they decided, never mind. But it was too late. She was pregnant with child.
And then he asked the same question we did. Why did you run from me? When he showed up.
And then what was her fucking stupid her answer?
I don't know.
I panicked. What?
I thought it was, I don't know. I panicked.
Yeah, no, but her answer was she panicked. Like, what? What? Oh, out of the shadow steps a friendly face. Second she's screaming maybe, but running?
Yeah. And then, of course, he's like, is that my kid? She's like, yeah.
Yeah,
Why did you tell me? I don't know.
You were busy being you, bro.
I was busy banging somebody else.
Watching her get her face ripped off by a Santa robot.
But now, while this was going on, the babysitter and the old man from the toy store shows up. Drops, like, it's loud as fuck too. If you notice, like, they're banging or gonna bang, and he opens up the bag of toy and just dumps it on the floor by the bed, extremely loud, and he just takes off, shoves the kid in the bag, and leaves. And then the toys start attacking.
Well, what happens is he throws the toys in there. And then the kid comes by, like, it's like coming in to see what's going on, and then Santa kidnaps the boy, which is why you see Mickey Rooney bag this poor kid, and you're like, really, Mick? You didn't realize you're in a horror movie? You were in the process of kidnapping a child in a Santa bag. That doesn't scream horror movie. I don't know what does.
Okay, now I'm trying to remember. Was the shitty kid killed before this or after? Had to
Way,
be before.
way
'Cause the,
before this. That was
okay,
like 20 minutes before all this stuff.
let's back up to that. We gotta talk about that.
It was after the Santa
But
staring
then
sequence, but it was
the scene
before all
after
that stuff.
this is gonna be confusing because of that. So anyways, one of those gifts shows up and the kid ends up just throwing it out in the garbage because obviously fucking random shit showing up is killing people. Uh, Kid opens it up, the shitty kid. It's rollerblades, puts them on, flips off some people, just being a real dick. And then like rockets just these fucking rollerblades.
It's my favorite
He's
part, by
spinning
the way.
around.
He's literally just
No.
spinning in circles like whoa 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 whoa.
And
That's
then I
great.
wasn't paying attention because I was looking up the pants he was wearing.
Like, wait a minute, look at the cool funny kill, damn it, it's awesome.
But apparently the Santa toy also comes alive and the kid starts beating it with a baseball bat in
Same
the
exact
house.
time, yep.
And he ends up in the road and like it looks more like he just jumps on a hood of a car. So it's not really established if he dies or not.
It's a stuntman moment where he gets hit by a car, yeah.
Yeah. Because now you get back the toys where there's like a hand groping the guy's butt, which he seems to really like.
Oh god.
Which doesn't make any sense because, like, I don't know, he acted like he was pretty pleasurable of a hand just lightly caressing his butt cheek.
He really likes his butt being touched, dude. Some people
But
really dig their butts being touched.
it seemed to me more like hint that maybe that hand was full on fingering his asshole.
It was definitely putting a finger in his butthole was implied, yes.
And then the hand was creeping up towards her crotch, which she was like, you know, thinking it was him. Like, no. Because we should point out, this is literally a hand with a severed arm as a fucking toy. Like, he just gave up. He's like, here's an arm.
And just crawling everywhere. It's like, really, guys? That's so lame.
But hand starts strangling the boyfriend. Snake ties her hands to her around him.
Yep, so he can't get away, and she can't get away.
She ends up getting off, lands on the floor, when a little tank comes over and fucking shoots her in the chest, which was awesome, but somehow it didn't kill her.
Yeah, it shoots right in the chest, but I think maybe it's the idea is it hits her, like, it didn't, like, pierce her ribcage.
Yeah. There's fucking blood everywhere, though.
She got hit in the chest, and, like, there's fucking major blood vessels in your chest, right? So they bleed like crazy when they burst.
So she's on one side of the bed, he's on the other. He's still being choked, which apparently wasn't enough. So this weird little, not really a tank, I don't know what the fuck it was supposed to be, had saw blades in it.
It was a RC car with saw blades in it. That's all I could tell you.
Yeah, it was shaped weird. But if the saw blades weren't enough, a knife comes out the front, and then it pops a wheelie and
jumped on the dude's chest.
Yeah, with like nails sticking out of the bottom.
Yes! It like pulls a boot knife and just stabs the dude with himself, you know?
So it's embedded in his chest, and then the blades start coming towards his head.
Yeah.
More shit is shooting. Like the little soldiers are now shooting at.
We've gone.
Girl.
By the way, by the time we get to this cool part, it's been over an hour of boring shit. So, just saying.
So at this point too, the guy after having sex just says, "Oh, by the way, the reason I'm here is because when I was a kid, that toy maker that's in your town made toys that were sabotaged and were blowing up and killing kids because his wife died when she was pregnant, and if he can't be happy, nobody can."
To be a bit of a leap by him to make those
just
assumptions.
Out of fucking nowhere, just like
he can't be happy, so that's why he did it. Like that's a bit of an assumption, man.
So then the girl's like, "Oh shit, my son's at home, and toys keep randomly showing up at our house."
Oh crap!
She's figured it out instantly. They get home and out runs the girl, all full of bullet holes and bleeding, and she's like, "Where's my kid?" And then he's like, "Toy shop guy stole him," because apparently the babysitter knows who the toy shop guy is.
Yeah, that's like really that she knows who Pedo is.
And then Kim comes over and like, what's
going on? I would like to remind you that his name is Pedo, Petto, or Pedo is how you say it, because Pedo. Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, Kim shows up. So this is where it's like she doesn't seem too concerned that her kid died or is in hurt because she runs over and says, "What's going on?"
I know. Like
And
what?
then, amazingly, the fucking poor bleeding babysitter
He's been shot
is
a few
fucking
times, by
is
the way.
left there because she jumps in a vehicle to drive to the fucking toy store. Again, not calling cops, leaving this bleeding, dying babysitter there. Like, fuck off! I gotta save my son.
He's left with the friend though, with Kim. Kim was gonna call
What's
the
Kim
cops.
gonna do?
Call the cops.
Initiator?
Initiator. Uh,
It's like, what is going? Like,
that's what we call a callback.
I'm just more confused. Like, by she didn't seem too like worried. Like, oh, by the way, my adopted son's dead. I'm gonna worry about this babysitter. But she doesn't seem deterred because she's seen some shit. So this is nothing.
She's seen some shit.
It would have been funny if she's like, "Is it happening again?"
Not again. No.
Yeah, I thought I killed her. But yeah, so she goes to the store, demands that he comes out with a kid or she'll kill him. So she goes in a back way, I think, and then the dude shows up, picks the lock instantly, which he did earlier, which again is never set up where he's got these fucking random skills.
Yeah,
They
it's
enter.
not really clear why you can do all this shit. Or how.
She seems to be upstairs, and I guess what the apartment would be. Well, the dad, I guess I'll call him, goes downstairs. He gets shot in the neck by an airplane. She's walking around. She must eventually make it downstairs too, because I'm pretty sure all the shit was downstairs.
Gosh, I don't remember the sequence of
I
events.
don't remember how, but she finds a creepy room full of mannequins and
Oh my god, yeah, and the
Santa
creepiest,
bags.
and the fucking one kid mannequin that's like screaming in agony. That was great. That's my favorite mannequin, man. 10
I
out of
don't
10
know
would,
what.
would mannequin again.
Do you know what supposedly killed the dad, who didn't really die because he shows up later? He gets thrown in a bunch of boxes, but I don't remember what.
Oh, yeah, he gets sprayed in the face with acid or some sort of chemical
Oh
in the
yeah,
eyes,
and then he
stumbles
falls.
backwards and gets buried in boxes, which is totally plausible that he survived. It's just,
Oh
I
yeah,
wasn't
the
expecting it.
Oh man, it was just a squirt gun. He's like,
Yep.
and he's like, ah.
Some sort of chemical, probably
That's
acid of some
right,
sort.
that's right.
Yeah.
So she's in there looking around for her kid, which it looks like the old man's like wearing a mask. He's pretending he's dead, like he's gonna be a jump scare. But no, it's the dead old man. Dun dun
Dun
dun.
dun dun.
But what's behind her? The old man in the Santa suit, who then just pulls his fucking face off because it's a fucking android and puts on Pino's face.
This is like a 1997 WWE Raw, WWF Raw is War swerve, like bad writing. Like, what the fuck? Left field. We're now in a sci-fi horror movie out of nowhere. When did this become Deadly Friend?
And then
Christ.
he's talking about how it's easy because that guy made him, and he ended up stripping his clothes off, so you see his kind of. And then he even says something about how he's like he made everything except for and they kept zooming in on his crotch, being like he didn't make me a penis.
All the pan ups started from his crotch. That was the thing.
And then he basically says that the kid must die, who's apparently been trying to kill him for years, which is funny because now you think about it, he sent that gift, it failed, and he waited a whole year before he started sending gifts again. Instead of just sending him throughout the year, be like one of these.
Or just go in and kill the kid if you really want them dead. Shit.
No, yeah, because he's fucking
Insane.
an android. And he's super strong.
Oh yeah, it's true. The other guy and his dad was insane.
Apparently, his idea of what a mom is you fuck her, because he then proceeds to pull up her skirt and just dry hump her.
Because he doesn't have a
And
dick.
call her
He's
mommy.
just got a hard plastic nub. He looks like a giant G.I. Joe, like a 12-inch G.I. Joe, that kind of G.I. Joe, but he's a 6-foot tall person, and it's this part of the movie is a make or break. You're either at this point you either turn the movie off and say fuck this shit, or you go holy shit this movie got fucking nuts, And I really liked this part of the movie. I can see why this is a favorite of people. This part of the movie is so fucking left fieldish that I was taken aback. I was literally taken aback with how ridiculous and over the top the end sequence is. And the kid who plays Pino at some point realized he's in a bad movie and just fucking started chewing the scenery up. He was marvelous as the giant action figure. It was great.
So she kind of shoves him off, and then he's just like, "Well, I'm gonna be your son now, whether you want it or not, and I'm gonna kill your kid." Which apparently he forgets what bag, because there's like a bunch of Santa bags hanging. So he just starts going through and stabbing them all, trying to figure out which one the kid's in. Even though he brought him down there.
Yeah, I know, right? I think you'd
Whatever.
remember the one that was squirming and screaming while you were trying to hang it up.
He finally cuts into the one with the kid. The kid jumps on him. He talks. Ooh, he says something. Which is weird because the mom's like, just let go. And the kid's like, help me, mom. Just hanging on to the fucking android's neck.
You could just do this. And you're free.
And, the dad's not dead. He shows up. He's got an axe.
Out of nowhere, axe to the arm.
Chops the axe off. He goes to hit them again, but he's still got one good arm. The android grabs him and just starts tossing him around the room like it's nothing.
True.
See, again, why wouldn't he just go over and fucking kill the kid at night with his fucking superhuman strength?
Logic.
Must make killer toys.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah, so they're fighting him. She did that one. That's how she got him off when he was dry humping her. She stabbed him with a screwdriver in the head.
Oh, that's right.
There's like sparks are
He's
flying.
flipping the fuck out.
Yeah.
Having a meltdown. Literally.
Now I'm blanking on how he gets hit again. Somehow he gets cut in half.
That's because the dad shows up out of nowhere with a fucking fire axe, chops his arm off.
Chops his arm off.
There's a little
Dad
fight.
starts thrashing him.
And then he grabs it and chops him in half, I think he loses the axe and reacquires
the girl grabs the axe.
Okay, yeah. Actually, yes, you're right. The woman does grab the axe, yes.
And then what's left of the android is Carl, and is like, help me, Dad, to the guy he killed. He's the one that made him.
Yeah. He's broken. He's broken. Literally.
So we should also probably assume that the guy's story was bullshit. That most likely the wife died when she was pregnant, but I don't think did he necessarily send toys to kill people, or did he just make an android son that was fucked up, and the android son was sending toys to kill
It's
people?
never declared.
I'm assuming it's that. He made the son.
Either one of them.
He always wanted one. And then the son was kind of fucked. He didn't do it right, basically. He crossed some wires.
Yeah. He totally crossed some wires. He fucked the fuck up. He dropped the ball teaching this kid how to be a right human being. So.
And then I laughed pretty hard at this part. It seems it's going to be a happy ending. They're like, let's go home. And the kid looks like really strangely. And he's like, who's this guy? And they're like, ha 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 ha. We'll tell you later.
Oh,
yeah. Good old jump scare. A hand grabs the ankle, says mommy or some shit, and then she just stomps the shit out of the head.
Crushes the head with their high heel shoes. It was yeah, man, wow. It was boring as fuck for the first 45, 50 minutes of the movie.
I don't agree with that.
But that ending, holy crap, that ending was something else. I recommend this film to be watched at least once. You might like it. Because that ending, man. Good God.
I was far more entertained than in 3 and 4.
I think it's about the same level of entertainment as 4 for me. Because they both had some really cool effects, and they both had some neat ideas, and neither of them were well done, and neither of them were really well acted. So, that's how I look at it personally. That's just me, though.
But I really love Halloween 3, which also has androids in it. So.
Halloween 3 is the shit, man. Anyone who talks down about Halloween 3 gets slapped around by me, because fuck that shit. So, yeah, what are we watching next, Owen?
I guess we're gonna watch Don't Open Till Christmas.
Okay. We don't have to if you don't want to. Yeah. Oh, I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm,
we're doing it
I'm
tonight
awake.
for sure.
Sure.
After we
But
take
you mean
time
for
off.
later?
Well, yeah, we have to.
Whose
Well,
choice is it for next
it's
week?
my choice after that.
All right.
So next week, are you ready for this?
Sure.
We are the Raiders of the Living Dead. We're gonna watch Raiders of the Living Dead.
Sounds familiar, but I doubt I've seen it.
Okay, so here you go. A horror action thriller dealing with the invasion of zombies into a local community. In a frightening abandoned prison off the East Coast, a doctor has revived executed convicts as the Living Dead. A teenager has taken the laser out of a video disc player and made a weapon out of it. When the dead creatures are discovered, he pursues them, aided by his girlfriend and grandfather, played by veteran actor and Western star Bob Allen. A reporter on the trail of the story is helped by an old a librarian, excuse me, and Johan, oh yeah, sorry, starring, who's leading actress Zita Johan. Johan had been a Broadway star and co-starred with Boris Karloff in The Mummy, apparently, before starring in this. Okay, so and then on the prison island, the zombies attack a security guard and tear him apart. Just as the reporter and the kid with the laser gun arrive to rescue a victim in the prison's caverns. This film features incredible weird locations and great zombie effects in one catchy theme song. I've never made it all
Question.
the way through.
Oh, but maybe you know this because I need to know it now.
Yeah.
Was he just randomly making a weapon with the laser disc or the DVD player,
He's just fucking around and makes it, yeah, with the laser.
and then
It's
he
a
just
laser disc
ends up
player,
using
specifically.
it?
Yeah, and then he starts using it. Yeah.
I was gonna say he's just tinkering around like, look at this fucking killer weapon.
So this was originally done as Dying Day by Brett Piper, who is an effects man. Did a bunch of movies. We're gonna probably end up watching a couple movies that he's done down the line. He's done a lot of like little things here and there. Then the movie was reworked by Sam Sherman into Dying Day, and then when distributors responded favorably to that, he added some more stuff. He did some more filming, and then it became Raiders of the Living Dead. So there's actually 3 versions of the movie, and I hope that one day to watch like one of the other cuts, and then another like a year or 2 from now, watch the last version, and then can then we'll have watched all 3 versions of the movie at some point, you know. But the reason why I didn't finish this before is because I tried to watch it with the ex, and she'd be like, "I don't want to watch this anymore." She doesn't appreciate bad movies. But Raiders of the Living Dead, the movie has been out of print for years. I think you might be able to get it cheap because nobody wants it. But yeah, it's been around for about 15 years now, I think. This release. 2002. 14 years this year. 15 years this year. In 3 days. Or whatever, you know? So yeah, you excited about that?
Sure.
He's not excited at all, folks.
That's my level of excitement.
He's worried. Right? So yeah, we'll be back in about 2 hours with Don't Open Until Christmas.